And he set up that meeting in Paris, and we spoke, and we had a straight conversation. And first, Dani was like, "I'm not really interested to come back to the industry." So, Dani, what changed your mind? Because you were known as what was it? The real estate man? The real estate man of Africa or something. You moved to Africa. You put your entire family. You left the Netherlands. You moved to Ghana, right? Originally from Nigeria, and you built your business there, and you built tremendous amounts of credibility. So tell us about what changed your mind to then come back into the industry and take this, on full throttle with us.
First of all, where are my African and Caribbean people at?
By the way, I have to say, bro, you look amazing.
Good day.
That outfit, killing it. He's looking the part today.
No, so what made me come back to the industry and change my mind? So first of all, obviously, we've been working together for quite some time. We know each other for over 10 years, right? And I really love the network marketing industry. And there was someone actually asked me a few days ago, what do you love the most about network marketing and what do you hate the most about network marketing, right? And I just answered with one simple answer. People.
Yeah.
Literally people. I don't want to use the word hate, but I dislike it, but at the same time I really love the people that I work with. Seeing people grow, working with people, being also a part of their success story, making impact on people's lives. One thing that we spoke about in Paris that we don't measure people by their financial successes. We measure people by the amount of impact they make around each other.
Yes.
And once you had actually tasted of network marketing successfully as well, obviously, Michel and I have been in each other for how many years? 10 years plus 12 years, right? Long way back. And I have a lot of friends in the industry, so I was always still with one foot, even I was not actively building my business more. I was one foot always in network marketing. And when we spoke, I actually learned a word. I have to mention that I learned a word from our mutual brother, Shakib. And he mentioned something, fitra, right?
Fitra,
right? The natural human disposition, and that's really what I felt when we spoke. Because obviously Hisham has been talking about Bansu for a very long time. He's a very honorable guy. He always, keeps his promises. And when we actually spoke, that actually changed a lot. Because we spoke in March, right? March 2022, the first time.
Yes.
Maybe in February.
Yes.
We've been going back and forth. I was observing the company, and then at one point I just felt I need to speak to the head officer of advice, my wife.
Prime Minister.
And she said, there's this something that, I know you still want to get back in the industry, right? And I was like, yeah, actually, I was thinking about it. And I was like, the way you speak every time, you smile, and when Mansour is speaking to you on the phone, is there something else going on? I was like, no. I was like, no.
That's the first time I'm hearing this, by the way.
No, we really spoke a lot about you, and at one point I said, one thing about this guy, he has a vision, and that's what, Phil and I always say, the chief visionary officer, right? Officer, sorry. And the thing is that after that conversation we had in Paris, I felt the vision, the plans you have for Africa. And one thing that you all need to understand, guys, when it comes to Africa, is that Africa has been underestimated, misused, abused for so many hundreds of years.
Yes.
That's also one of the reasons that me and my family moved to Ghana a few years ago. And I always, I really become emotional when I speak about it, because obviously, where my origin is. I'm Nigerian from origin, and then when I see people, back in the motherland, struggling, desperately looking for an opportunity, sometimes finally they find an opportunity, and then eventually it turns out to be a big scam. They're being misused again. So there's a lot of distrust in the industry and in the continent. When it comes to network marketing, people are really looking for, they're praying for something good. And I think that the true definition of leadership, if you have power and resources, you should leverage your power and resources for the benefit of those who with less power and resources. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
And I felt that I'm in a position right now to use that power and resource and then make an impact within the African market, teaching people about financial literacy, business development, wealth management, because that's what they really need, and usually they don't have access to certain platforms like that. And I was speaking with someone before the actual convention started, and again I become very emotional when I speak about it. And he came up to me and he said, it's a guy from Ivory Coast, and he said, can you make a short video? Because there are people, back in the motherland that they feel like if you want to become successful in this industry, you need to be white. You need to have money. You need to at least have some privileges. And then it took me like 30 seconds to basically process that. And then the funny thing also, when I was to South Africa for the tour back in February, there were some people in South Africa which obviously I highly respect, and they were mentioning some things that we actually want some white people over as well to increase the credibility. And I really felt that. I really, really, really felt that. And again, every time, I keep repeating myself, every time I become emotional when I speak about it. So when we have a platform, and when the leadership here, the guys and obviously the incredible lady Tracy we have amongst us, we're speaking about increasing the quality of our company, making sure that we do the very best to make sure that we have a platform whereby everyone in every corner of the world can actually use this, develop their skills, finally have something in their hand that they can increase the quality of life with, whether it's financially, whether it's becoming better than a public speaker, whether it's becoming better in anything in life, becoming a better person. And we have that, we should really utilize it. I think that Validus is really a home for a lot of people. We should really go out there and spread the word amongst everyone.
Yeah.